Hello everyone, it's the Bitcoin SV bulldozer. So, Craig Wright, the Filibuster, cracking the code. I think I've worked something out here. Surely somebody else has come up with this idea. Surely somebody else has worked it out. I can't be the only one. Maybe it's a case of not seeing the forest for the trees. I mean, I'm hearing all of these arguments on both sides and all the rhetoric. And one of the ideas that I had that preceded this was something that a few others have hit on. Zhao Liu on Twitter has hit on it. And there was this other guy in Reddit that hit on it. And I was looking at both sides of the discourse, the BTC narrative and the BSV narrative. And if you look within the BTC narrative, he's getting thrashed, Craig Wright. And within the BSV narrative, he's wiping the floor with them. So is this a case of cognitive dissonance? You got your blinkers on, people. Now, I was saying in my last video that I thought he only had a 1% chance of winning. Well, I will change that. Maybe I was just shooting from the hip there, but I'll change it to about 10%. But there's an even bigger idea that I've just hit on, and I'm not sure if I'm the only one. So here it is. Craig Wright doesn't care if he wins or loses. Every chance he gets, Craig Wright is going to hammer home the point that Bitcoin has been sabotaged and BTC is not the real Bitcoin and all of the cloak and dagger stuff that's gone on behind the scenes to bring Bitcoin down, to create this monstrosity. That is the main thing. So even if he loses, he succeeds. Now if he wins, that's just a bonus. That is a big bonus. But either way, he still wins. It's still a victory for him. Surely people have cottoned onto this. And so all of these forged documents, they could be deliberate. That could be all just a filibuster. Now, maybe filibuster isn't quite the word, but you know in politics when they stuff around with documents so that they won't allow bills to get passed in Parliament or in Congress in the United States. That's the filibuster. So whenever he presents these documents, it's just more filibustering. He doesn't care because he'll always have a reason up his sleeve for why they could be forged outside of his control. Example, his excuse about Grammarly, the expert version of Grammarly. He'll always have some reason, and he's the expert, he's the forensics expert. So while he gets to talk about all the criminality that's gone on with Bitcoin and the sabotaging of Bitcoin and making it into this Frankenstein's coin, he can also make these forensics people look like idiots because there'll always be a double play. There'll always be a second reason why the document that was submitted to them has obviously been forged. So that's why he's so confident. That's why he came into the thing so confident. He's an expert on Bitcoin. He's an expert on forensics. And he can do the dance. And it doesn't matter if he comes up second best because he'll still get the message out to the public, to the broader public, to the judge, to the experts that, hey, look what's happened to Bitcoin. It's been completely sabotaged and fucked up. If he is Satoshi, think about all the bullshit evidence that he's offered up. There's a website dedicated to him. And now that I know, well, I think I know what he's up to, it's so laughable because all of these idiot BTCs have been spending hours and hours and hours going over the useless documents that he's offered up and thinking that they're geniuses for having worked out where the flaws lie in the documents. You know, I've been listening to some of the commentary on Craig Wright and everybody seems to be not seeing the forest for the trees. You're getting lost in this whole COPA case. It's a play. He's playing everybody because he wants to get the message out about the destruction of Bitcoin. Wow, it's so genius. So if he can, he will drag the case out for as long as possible because he'll keep hammering the point home. He wants to get the eyes of the world on this. It's a marketing strategy. Hey guys, look what the hell's happened to Bitcoin. Look at what you're invested in. It's a piece of shit. And guess what? We've got Bitcoin SV over here and it actually works. Fucking brilliant. So that's the mastermind. He's playing everybody. He's hoodwinked everybody. And am I the only fucking one that has worked this out? The emperor has no clothes. I see these things all the time. And I think I've done it again in this case. And you know what? It's really interesting because some of the ideas that I've been putting out here, I've heard people bring these topics up in conversation on Twitter or whatever, and I wonder if they got these ideas from me. I'm just this little channel in the middle of nowhere that has these original, unique ideas that has just sort of come out of the blue, and I actually hone in on things that nobody else is honing in on. Give myself a pat on the back. And I'll just give you a little teaser of the next video. I might be saying goodbye. Catch you later.